Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to the Minecraft server. I have a little security invention I wanted to show you today. It's a 2,000 block barrier, I guess, for anyone who walks into it that's not an admin, gets converted to adventure mode. All their items are taken. They have warning messages telling them that'll happen. All their health and hunger is managed. It's pretty complex, but it's useful for most adventure slash multiplayer maps. So I figured I'd show it off. Um, you'll notice I have a little guy hanging around underneath here, and that's because not only is the redstone needs somebody next to it, but there's also a jail cell underneath here to hold people whenever they're misbehaving or who knows, whatever. But what happens is, let me jump on into here. Oops. There we go. You basically get teleported into this room, and he stands on this pressure plate, and whenever somebody else hits the other pressure plate, so you teleport them to server, it will automatically teleport him to the next jail, which obviously is not the first one in this case. That's what confused the crap out of me for just a brief second there. I am an admin, so it's a good chance this will teleport me if I do not switch out of admin mode. As you can see, that's the pedestal working right there. But if I get teleported to him and then I run forward like any person does when they see this, he gets teleported to the next area, and I am now alone in this usually solid place that I can't break anything because I'm in adventure mode. Let me see if I can get me back to a normal setting here. There we go. As you could tell, that's all based through scoreboard variables, which is how most of this works. I'll explain it more in detail after I show all the features that it does itself. Let me go off to the edge of where the map is, where this barrier is, and we'll see 1, 3, 6. I have these written down so I don't forget them. And I have an arrow so I know which way I have to run. I'm prepared. Alright, so now I'm a normal person. I'm in survival mode. I'm outside of the admin area, so nothing's going to happen. I guess I can collect some sand or something. As I walk up here, it will give me a warning first. Protected admin area. All items will be lost if you enter. And if I keep going, it says, "Welcome to the Stoner Villages." And it gives our little slogan and sets my game mode. It removes my items, and it sets my score for I am in an admin area. Now you'll notice that if I hurt myself due to another mechanism, it gives me saturation just in case it's me being hungry. If you can kill yourself, because like that happens in most of these, if you kill yourself, you're screwed. I believe I have a setup so that if it does kill me, it will auto set my scoreboard or my spawn point to in the admin island. But regardless, let's get back here and I'll show you how this works. And here we go. Load right on up. I have, as you'll notice inside here, that all the command blocks are running. There's just a simple mechanical timer, and it goes to each one of these command blocks individually. But instead of showing you in that cramped, confined place and unearthing the whole contraption, I decided to just rebuild a small version of it over here. This will make it a whole lot easier to explain, and I'll pop up the actual commands themselves on the screen so that you can reference them. So we'll do this piece at a time. The mechanical timer is pretty simple. I don't need to explain that. When it ticks, it updates, and both of these will be run. Health and hunger. These 3 bars are for your health and hunger bar. Command blocks are for your health and hunger bar. This is so that if you get damaged, regardless of how it happened, it'll make sure that it's not your hunger. It'll give you saturation and I'll show you how this works in just a moment. Obviously, this one's not going to update. It's the one over there is actually running at the moment, but you'll be able to see the variables change. And let me do this real quick. I am not in admin anymore. I hit the ground, it hurts me, and I'm given saturation to increase my food. And after I reach full health, this final command block here sets food to player 0. Alrighty. So, going into this is just the simple effect command. It starts off all players within this area and within the central command block, and that have a health of less than 20. So 20 is max. With anyone with a health less than 20 and food score of 0. So it will automatically check if you're in adventure mode. It makes sure you haven't already got the food saturation, and if you don't and you're injured, it'll give it to you. These two are just simple scoreboard sets. They change whether or not you have a food or not. If you have full health, your food turns off and it will no longer give you saturation. If you have under full health, your food variable is still as 1. Pretty simple, not that hard. You just have a health variable in the background, a food variable, and I guess we'll move right on from there. You've already seen the admin commands, and that's to allow people to go into game mode 1. It allows them to have blocks inside the admin area. There's a lot of little intricacies that it allows. The game mode modifier is probably the simplest thing to know. It just clears your inventory whenever you're within the radius of 2000 and you have game mode of adventure mode. This is just setting your game mode to survival or adventure mode based on what you should be in at the moment, if you're within the 2000 blocks or not. And these are the messages. This is just to set your admin area or your variable for the admin area. And here we go. Testfor command. As I've gone over these programmable circuits in the first basics, so they're not that difficult. You just test for a player within this area. You give them the message, and that's about it. I will give all of these commands inside the description below because they are kind of convoluted with the X, Y, Z, R, RM, M, all those. The scoreboard variables are pretty simple as long as you just look up the wiki. And I guess that should be it. If you liked the episode or liked the contraption itself and it was useful to you, please leave a like below. Comment on anything you want me to make, or you have ideas to make this better or anything like that. Let me know, and thanks for watching.